What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Guys, thank you so much. We have reached even past our 700 subscribers goal, and we're really getting your support, and I really appreciate that. Guys, thank you so much. I want us to reach our 1,000 subscriber goal. So if you haven't already, be sure to like that button and hit that subscribe button, because today we're going to be talking about the top assets / properties in the metaverse that could make you a lot of money. So with that said, guys, let us begin. So today is a metaverse day. We want to acquire what I would consider properties or assets that we think potentially will gain a lot of profit in the near future. And this is all obviously spawned by the metaverse train that's been going on with the media, with Facebook, and also these other platforms that are just really hopping onto this digital world that we're about to live in. So I want to show you the top 3 pretty much properties you guys should acquire, or at least keep on your radar. And again, before I begin, none of this is financial advice. This is just my own financial opinion. And this is something that I plan on doing as well at some point, either between one of these 3 or all 3 of these different properties. So let's start with the third one. The third one is Gala Games. Now, Gala Games has a lot of different type of games, play to earn games as well on its platform. And you can acquire Gala tokens simply by going on KuCoin, and there's also Gate.io. Now, with this one, there is a game called Mirandus. Now, Mirandus is kind of like a medieval digital atmosphere world. And what's really cool about it is that they've already started listing their properties, which you can buy with Gala tokens. Now, if you keep in mind, most of these land deeds and buildings have already sold out, right? So as you can see, I'm going down the list, and a majority of them have sold out. And not too long ago, when I was looking, there was a couple stalls that were affordable. When I say affordable, I mean like a couple $100. So it's not exactly like, change money, but it's definitely money nonetheless. But right now, there are only 2 different properties available, and these are in the millions. So if you have a ton of money, then this is something that you're going to want to acquire. But there's only 2 left of these Miranda castles, or they call them citadels, in the Mirandus world. So keep that in mind. This is my third thing that you should keep on your radar. If you have the funds to buy something like this, then I would say, yeah, definitely, peak interest in acquiring this type of asset. But again, that's only if you have enough funds. But this is only my third one, right? So keep that in mind. A lot of these are already sold out, so not much left, only these 2. So this is the third one. And I do want to go to the second one. All right. So know that before we do that, you have to know how much each Gala is. So each Gala is about around 0.08 cents. So if you do the math, tell me what your thoughts are, if this is worth you spending that amount of money, if you plan on acquiring this. But again, only 2 left. So that is Gala. Second one is Sandbox. Sandbox, the reason that's number 2 and not number 1 is because it's quite expensive, in my opinion. But again, there is so much land and property available that you can buy on the Sandbox websites. And, they're selling these things in Ethereum. So say, for instance, I have this listed as the lowest price at the very top and the most expensive on the very bottom. So if I go to the very, very most affordable one of Sandbox in terms of land, well, this is it right here. It's worth 0.9 ETH. That's equivalent to $4,293. So just keep that in mind. Is this worth almost 1 Ethereum? Well, I think so, because if you think about how people are building on these lands, they're going to want to build atmosphere. They're going to want to build either a concert. Basically, people are building on this, and in real life, land is more valuable than even houses. More valuable than gold in a certain way. It really depends. And so you got to think of this as a way to gain an asset to hedge against inflation. And yes, I'm talking about, this is in the fictional metaverse world. But even in the real world, you would acquire land or a house because the dollar becomes weaker. So why not own the same thing in the metaverse world, where if things get more expensive, you might as well own land, because land always the value of it always increases over time, no matter what. And same thing with houses, but land especially. So if you own the land, people will own buildings and then build on top of your land. So keep that in mind. If you're going to want to spend 1 ETH, maybe it is worth it. And Sandbox, we know, is doing quite well, and it is one of the lead horses in the metaverse world. So there you go. And know that each Sandbox token is worth $2.40 in US dollars. So there you go. There is my second choice in terms of metaverse properties and assets. What is my number one? Well, guys, I do believe it is Star Atlas. Star Atlas actually released their ships, and they also have structures and collectibles, but they also have ships. The ships are, I think, are the most valued acquisitions right now, and they are available to trade. And you can buy these by having Star Atlas tokens. So if you have a Phantom wallet, be sure to buy Star Atlas tokens. You can do that by going on to Orca DEX, or you can go to Radium DEX. These are decentralized exchanges where you can swap your tokens. So you can buy Solana, send it to your Phantom wallet, and convert that Solana in your Phantom wallet using these decentralized exchanges, and you can convert it into Star Atlas tokens. Once you have Star Atlas tokens in your Phantom wallet, you can use your Phantom wallet to buy these ships. And so if we look here, it has different ranges from legendary, epic, rare, and also uncommon to common. Common is the lowest, and also legendary is the most rare. And you can imagine that these are pretty pricey at the very moment. Look at this, 1.4 billion Atlas tokens. Actually, I'm sorry, that's not correct. That's 1 million Atlas tokens. So, you know, you can go ahead and put your bid price here. You can always buy it at the price that they're listing for. You can get to know the ship as well. If you go down here to the very cheapest one, which is the Pierce X4, you can see that they're listing it here as well. But keep in mind, these are, I think, this is a great deal in terms of what you can acquire as assets. And again, Star Atlas is really early in its development. So this is actually a really good time for you to acquire some of these different properties. If you can't afford the most expensive, you definitely should at least acquire the most common ones. And I definitely think it's worth it, because you know, eventually these are going to go up in price once this metaverse world becomes open and becomes available to the public. Well, these ships, these limited rare editions, especially the first editions that have been released, are going to go up in price, right? So definitely, I feel anybody can acquire these, and it's accessible right now in this very moment. So this is my number one, and I want you to keep that in mind. So Star Atlas tokens right now trade around 0.16 cents, and that's really good. Again, if the value of Star Atlas goes up in value over time, then the price of your ship as well can also increase in value depending on what you acquire and what the use case scenario is. So, but what I would say is, if you're going to acquire any of these, try to go for the rare versions. And try to veer away from the uncommon and common. But if you just want to dip your toes in and you don't feel like spending too much money, then go ahead and acquire the uncommon and common ones. But if you do have a little bit more money, go for the rares and also the epics. If you're rich, oh my gosh, go for the legendaries, of course. So guys, I hope that's been very helpful. This is my, top 3 assets and properties that I think really fascinate me, and I think really could go up in value over time. But that's just my own opinion. Now, in the comments down below, please let me know your opinion. What assets, what properties do you feel is going to skyrocket in price? What do you think is more valuable over time, and what the utility is of owning these different assets and properties? Do they come into use? Will they be used in the future? I would like to know from you guys, because this is a community. We're here to educate each other. I'm here to share my thoughts and opinions, and hopefully in your comments down below, I get to highlight what you like out there in the world. So with that said, guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Let us reach our 1,000 subscribers. I love your support. Thank you so much for your feedback and for your interactions with this channel, and we will continue to do that. So with that said, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you guys next time.